My name's Dale Constable, and I'm the product development engineer for Garner Holt Productions. So plastic injection molding is responsible for practically everything you touch, feel, see in your life that's made out of plastic. They come from a plastic injection molding machine. It's quite a technology. A lot of people have heard about 3D printing. You know, 3D printing is good in our industry for prototyping, but you know, if you have 1 million parts to build, you're not going to do it in a 3D printer. But injection molding is synonymous with industry, with automotive, with medical. I mean, and it's billions and billions of dollars every year that's pumped into the economy because of this one technology. Everything starts with an idea. So after you get past the idea and the solid model, and then you do the 3D prints, well, this takes 30 to 45 minutes to 3D print. So how many products are you going to get into the world? And then time is always part of the cost. So just for these 3 parts, all of this metal here had to be created. As I say, you design it, and then you'll take the block of steel, you know, you'll order the blocks of steel the way you like them, and then you'll use CNC equipment in the CNC shop. So there's a whole nother discipline, a whole nother aspect to manufacturing that plays into this. Back in the day, like what I had my whole life was a mold shop, you know. So we built plastic injection molds. People would come to us with the parts and the plastics, and then we'd create the tooling and run the parts for them. So this is the mold to produce these 3 parts. And then you assemble that mold, and then you'll put it into a plastic injection molding machine and you know, create millions or thousands. So this is a brand new modern day hydraulic electric injection molding machine. We just got it. It's brand new in the factory. It's probably ran for about 10 hours so far. So as you can see, and I explained like the molds that you put in there, that's an example of a mold, and then you'll see the plastic part coming off and then closing. So you have 2 sides of a mold. You have the hot side that's over here towards the hot end. This is, we call it the hot side because this is where the plastic comes in. And then you have the ejector side. That's what, if anybody's ever been just sitting around and looking and going, there's that little round circle on my plastic part, you know, but you can't feel it, but it's there. You've all seen them. Those are ejector pins. When the part comes off of the mold, you have a whole system of pins that push it off, so it's all automatic. They come off on the runner. This is the piece of plastic that feeds from the machine to the parts, and then you will just simply, on this mold, I've got 3 different parts being molded at one time, so you'll strip those off there, and then you'll have your 3 parts. And you get 3 different parts every 20-25 seconds on this one. My dad made me learn the old way, the math, the trigonometry, doing everything by hand. And then that led me into the CNC revolution of, you know, cutting things with computers and machines, and, you know, all the old school machines like the mills and the lathes and the metal shop working stuff you used to create the injection mold are now controlled by computers, you know. So a kid can sit down, like you saw Vivian earlier, she was doing working on a CAD program there. So you will take the metal, and then you'll tell the machine to grab a certain tool and a cutter and cut it a certain way. Like that's really a whole another episode if you want to come back, but it plays into it. There's so much, that's what I mean. There's so much around the art. Not a lot of people can put their hands on a machine and make it do what you need it to do. To me, that's the important thing that kids should know, and really, you know, try it. Try to get out there and put your hands on something, you know. It's not a hard thing to break into. Most people that are in it are more than willing and actually would enjoy teaching younger people to do it. I just like to say to any young person that is considering a career or a path that involves injection molding or machining or any of the industrial arts. It's something that will provide you with study work. It will provide you with a skill that you could be proud of, that will be your own, that you could shape and tailor it to be something that you can bring into the world and that nobody can ever take from you.